Since I'm already one expedition away from dying from frostbite, I decided I might as well go to the Shrine of Azura and start her quest as well. But then, a courier approached me with a letter from the Solitude Steward.
That's something I'm supposed to deliver.
I wonder what is going on there.
Let's see here. It's from Falk Firebeard at the Blue Palace. Ooh, you've got friends in high places.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
Azura, Queen of Dawn and Dusk, and the inventor of Moon Sugar, wants me to recover her star. She thinks I'm Nerevar and decided to speak to me in riddles, so I must walk all the way to Winterhold to talk to Nelacar about this. I almost died of frostbite. Surely this won't happen again.
I don't deal
Right.
with any college applicants these days, so don't... Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane. All right, then.
Nelacar told me to go to Illinalta's Deep, near Falkreath, to recover Azura's star, which was taken there by a dangerous necromancer who wants to use it for himself. Since I'm in the general area, I did talk to Septimus Cygnus about getting an Elder Scroll. No idea what's that about or why Dro'bar knows about it, but surely it is important for later. Remember when I told you about hoping to not get frostbite? It happened again. I had to take shelter in a necromancer-controlled fort. Thankfully, it's the fort which I would need to sneak into during the Civil War, so I was able to use the hatch to get inside. Regardless, there are no carts near Winterhold, so I have to walk all the way to Windhelm to take one. So since the Seducer's camp is on the way, I might as well go kill them. Believe it or not, Inigo somehow sniped all 4 bandits. Oh well, less danger for me. Just like the Saints, the Seducers also kept an Elytra nymph as prisoner. This one is from the Dementia region, and so, I'll name him Devon, the Demented Elytra. The Seducer's leader camp was nearby, so wanting to be more proactive in this quest, I decided to assault it as well. This should be easy. I even conjured a golden saint to help me beat up these people. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear, if I get killed because of a bullshit execution again. Apart from whatever that was, I found out that there's a dangerous mage inside the Solitude sewers, so I must go and stop him. But as I was walking back to Windhelm, I was attacked in retaliation by both Saints and Seducers, attempting one last time to stop me and avenge their leaders. Now, the right path to Windhelm took me past Morvunskr, which is where I must go meet with Sam Gevine for Sanguine's quest. So, I used my Bound Bow spell to fight my way through the necromancers. After the last death, I was not ready to be humbled by giant fireballs, especially with how cold this region is. Inside Morvunskr, there's always a high-level mage who always gives me trouble. Normally it's a pyromancer with deadly fireballs, but this time it was an electromancer. Needless to say, fighting shock is way easier than fighting fire. Plus, I don't think I've ever seen this animation before.
Nothing but a bad memory.
There's also a named wizard here. Neris the Wicked seems to love torturing people with fire. So I stop his evil doings by sending him to Oblivion.
I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years. My pleasure. But I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Huh, that's very convenient. For getting really drunk, Sanguine, Daedric Prince of Debauchery, gifted me his rose. It is a unique staff that lets me summon a Draymora to fight for me. Considering they are one of the best summons in the game, it is a very good staff. Alright, back to business. I take the cart to Falkreath and travel to an orc-controlled fort. Here's one of the pieces of Marhune's razor. It is locked behind a gate, and the leader of the orcs has the key. So I got to kill him. That's it. I'm downloading a mod. You want this first? Not so tough without your stupid executions, are you? Also near Falkreath is Ilinalta's Deep, where Azura's Star is being kept by that necromancer. The necromancers didn't put any kind of fight. I'm surprised by how easy killing them was. Well, relatively easy anyways. See, this time it really was smooth sailing. Oh no, he broke the star. Now I'm going to have to get it fixed. Fascinating. And finally, for things I got to do in Falkreath, I go below the bridge near Half Moon Mill and find a chest. Inside are notes from a mysterious blacksmith that allow me to craft Golden Saint and Dark Seducer gear. I think there may be another one of these dossiers, but I forgot where exactly. The next part of Marhune's razor is in Margith, in the possession of the Forsworn. So, I fought my way through them and killed the Hagraven, who was using the pommel as an eye. And finally, the last part is Immort Hal in possession of the local lumber mill owner. I don't kill him or harm him at all. Instead, I just buy the hilt from him. I just realized that I'll have to stand in the coldest part of Skyrim for a while so Silas does his thing. This is going to be horrible.
All right. It's yours. Here's the keys. It's locked in the chest inside my house.
Good. You're here. I'll place the pieces on the altar, and Dagon should speak to us. Hands on the altar.
You, mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness. witness. But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silas. He and his family have served their purpose.
Similarly to the scenario with the Skull of Corruption, I like to spare Silas, because it seems like the right thing to do. But I'm this close to being neutered because of how cold my feline dick and balls are. So I ain't getting out of here without my cool dagger. Poof! Innuendos aside, this really was the most terrifying fight thus far, because I was genuinely dying from how cold I was. And the only shelter I could reach was the inner sanctum of Merheun's shrine, which is locked, cannot be lockpicked, and the key is held by these Dro'bar.
You smell a little dog-like today.
Well, that was horrible. I would have been so sad to die like that. But for murdering Silas and the subsequent Dro'bar, Dagon rewards me with his razor, which is the best dagger in the entire game. It has a small chance of insta-killing any enemy. That includes dragons, and even Alduin himself.